What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going down? What's shaking? Welcome to another episode of Super Black Comic Book Reviews by Jonathan Soul. Now, I have a fantastic manga that I want to check out. This is Underground from my Saturday PM. Underground Saturday PM. Now, Saturday PM, of course, is the manga publisher that I talked to you guys about. They have their claim to fame. One is just like high quality manga. That's number one. And then number two, they seek to kind of get creators from all around the world. So African American, African, Slavic countries, just all around the world. That's their, they push the diverse creator, idea, and they push it hard. So these are like the magazines that come out. We've already talked about Bakassi on an earlier program. That's a very groovy kind of a fantasy sci-fi, aliens on Earth, everybody struggling, that kind of a thing. And so now we're going to talk about this one. Now, I'll show you the website, one, so you can find it, obviously. Two, I want you to see that these are affordable. This is quarantine prices, you know what I mean? So you can put, whatever you want there. Try to put a fair price or whatever. I usually pay I think $2.99 or something like that. But yeah, so this is an option for you. All right. Okay, so let's get into this comic. Boop 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 boop, or this manga. It's not really a comic. It's funny. My son, he's later 20s. He never bought a comic before in his life. He just bought manga. Whereas me, I never, that's not true. I bought a manga once I started doing a show to get hip to it, but I only bought comics. So anyway, so let's talk about this brother's name is Karim Yan, Y-U-M, Yam, I guess, right? And he's a fighter, and his family runs a gym or a dojo. And I want to give you a clip from an interview I did with the creator. So let's check this out. Oh, I love this iPad thingamabob, Jiggy. Let me talk to the first creator here. Let's see, John-Raymond de Bard. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, Jonathan.
Good, man. Good. So tell me a little bit about the concept behind your manga, Underground.
Right. So it's an underground MMA story. I'm highly influenced by my own experience doing martial arts and other manga series like.
Okay, who was you rooting for, man? Mayweather or McGregor? Be honest.
Mayweather.
Okay, all right, you can continue.
Shoot. Yeah. So the main character, he's a half black, half Korean character who does Taekwondo, and he gets involved in the underground scene.
Okay.
And, shenanigans sort of go from there, but you expect the sort of violent martial arts, that you wouldn't see in sanctioned fights. So it gets pretty intense.
So I'm guessing there's some gambling involved. Maybe there's some fixing fights, other kinds of drama, or.
Oh, lots of drama. Yeah, definitely. Gang activity and things like that.
So you get the idea what the manga is about. So let's get into it a little bit, all right? So I like the fact that it's a beautiful cover. I like the fact that it kind of now just so I won't forget. Remember, you're buying a magazine that has several manga stories in it. So, for example, in this particular issue, we have Underground and a Yellow Stringer. Whoops, Underground, Yellow Stringer. Come on, beloved. And Black Samurai in this issue. And just in case anybody cares, you see how it says 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. The brother, Frederick Jones, who created this, we're about the same age. And so when we were kids, we had something called Saturday morning cartoons. And of course, cable did away with that when they started running Cartoon 24 hours. But back in the day, we used to get up early in the morning so we could catch all the cartoons. And so when he started Saturday AM, he kind of, that's kind of like an underlying theme. So he'll have 8 o'clock, because when we were kids, the Flintstones will come on at this time and Super Friends will come on at that time, kind of deal. So anyway, I just thought you guys might check that out. So all right, so anyway, so we already got the heads up, New York City, underground fighting, MMA, the brother, Kareem Yan, he's the main character. And the underground MMA fights is called Battle of Monsters or Bomb. All right, okay. So we see the brother it looks like he's leaving a voicemail, and the circled people yelling and screaming. So it almost looks like he's in a fight right here, and this guy is coming up on him. He says, "Hold on a sec." Kapow! So now I love this color intro because what we know about manga is mostly black and white. So anyway, so this guy's obviously very skilled in everything. And so meanwhile, back at the family dojo, this is his brother Elijah, and he's running the school, teaching or whatever. So you can already get the good son, bad son vibe. And I'm not trying to say that the main character is a bad son, but as a parent, you got one kid who will actually listen to what you got to say, may do it, but at least they'll listen. And then you got the other kid who won't even listen. So from a parental point of view, you're not going to say good kid, bad kid, because that's socially unacceptable. You would say this child is more challenging. And so anyway, so this is the kid that if you give him a task, he's going to get it done. The other one, he may get it done and may not. Now, the thing about manga, that I think it has I'm not going to say an advantage or a difference over American regular old comics, is the kind of daily life vibe. So, he's showing the kids that he had. Now, obviously, these guys don't have any superpowers. He's just using his chi or whatever. I don't think they call it chi. I think Taekwondo is Korean, so they got a different word. All right. So anyway, so now this is the slice of life shit that I'm talking about. If it was an American comic, you'd zoom off to another adventure or something would explode, and you don't usually see people going out and getting a bite to eat unless they're going undercover or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But, fans of manga like this kind of stuff. I guess it was too hot. The thing that's frustrating about sushi is they make the pieces so goddamn small. That's so annoying. All right. So anyway, so you kind of getting the gist of it. Now, obviously, because of the creator, and his name is John-Raymond de Bard. John-Raymond de Bard. He talked about the drama and stuff like that. So I'm not going to show you the drama a lot because what I want you to do, I want you to go to the website and buy the book. And again, they letting you pick the price. So, if let's say you strapped, you can probably get away with $1. All right. So what I want to do is so right now he sees that his brother has been calling him. Now, when your family got to call you this much, it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's a problem. It's something that y'all need to work out. And so this is that slice of life stuff I was telling you about. The New York City, the train. That must be your brother. Sure, it took a sweet ass time. The art is awesome, by the way. I don't know if y'all peeped that, but this art is awesome. Can I be honest with you? Usually, again, this is the reason why we got to create our own stuff. We meaning African people, whether you're in America or Canada or the Caribbean or, Mars. I still got people that's supposed to come on the show from Mars. Wherever you are, you got to create your own stories. And if you got an artist that's overseas, that's fine, but just coach him on how to draw African people properly. None of that, like the big pink lips and the jet black skin, all that kind, that kind of shit. So it's nice to see that they pay attention to this kind of detail. Now, the brother who created it, he's also the artist. So obviously he has that sensibility. All right, here come the drama. So I don't know if this is the older brother, the same size, but isn't respect supposed to be important to us Taekwondo guys? So the brother's pissed off that, his brother didn't respond to him. He could have been in trouble or whatever. Now, please don't kick your brother in the face. You know what I'm saying? but we kind of get introduced to the idea that not only is there drama out in the streets, but there's drama inside the household. And so as this underground story plays out, that's what we're going to kind of get treated to. So listen, I love you guys. Hope all our dreams come true. Definitely go to underground. Go to PM, Saturday PM, and you can grab all of these books. Remember, each of these books got about 3 or 4 stories in them. And I'll try to get to the ones. And also for the fellas, they have like cosplay models and interviews at the end, a couple of pictures or whatever. No nudes, just scintillating pictures or whatever. And of course, if you want to support this podcast, you can go to johnthesoul.com. Go to johnthesoul.com, click on the podcast link, and you'll see all my podcasts where I interview the people. Because I give a damn, you know what I mean? And I'm interested in how the people think and how they live. And of course, since I'm upstairs, it's taking a page a while to load. But because of the quarantine and all that kind of stuff. When I was interviewing this brother right here, we just had the quarantine to deal with. So we got the pandemic and we got the quarantine. I didn't, like all these were recorded a couple weeks ago. So now when I talk to people, I got to make sure they're okay behind these goddamn riots, kind of a thing. So anyway, so that's what's going on here. You find out, how they created them, what the process is like, and what's going on in their personal lives. And we drift into politics sometime. I ask them, not about are you a Republican or Democrat. That doesn't mean shit. If you study it a little bit, you realize that they get their money from the same people. So, so they just finesse it in terms of, getting votes or whatever. But I talk about, what's going on in the country and how it affects them and their families. So if you want a real old school, interview process, that's what's going on. And then, of course, I try to put my comic book reviews here, too. So you can get all my content in one place, kind of a thing. Now, of course, you can go to YouTube and see the same thing. But I just try to make it easy for you. And then lastly, again, if you want to support the show, you can go to Amazon and you can go to, really, Amazon? Really? Okay, you can go to Amazon and you can get my sci-fi novel, Malcolm Mars. That's right. I wrote a sci-fi novel. Not a comic book, a sci-fi novel. And 3 families, 3 brothers, they all went to a HBCU, historically black college university, they're engineers. And they built a spaceship and they took their families to Mars. That's the gist of it. But then we talk about why they decided to go to Mars, why they had to leave for Mars in such a hurry, and the drama that ensued, both from Earth and other places. Them just trying to, make a living on Mars. All right. So, and you can see it's recession prices, kind of a thing. And so if you want to support the show, you can do that too. Listen, I love you guys. Hope all our dreams come true. John the Soul, johnthesoul.com. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't go out there and don't no fucking rocks or anything. You stay your ass in the house. Figure out how you can do online business. And have your passport ready. Love you guys. Peace.